Today I've got a new thing to try out because I got to actually use my ALLWEI 300 watt power inverter the other day in the car, and it was working fine for my laptop, but I actually used the USB port and it left a lot to be desired. What I'm testing here is, was it the cable or was it this? So my OnePlus 7, for its fast charging, uses warp charge, which is a proprietary form of charging, and just regular charging is painfully slow. But it seemed like it was slower than normal, so I'm going to determine whether it was this, or whether it was the cable, or whether it was both. So we have a couple things going on here. So again, we're hooking up our trusty 12 volt 7 amp hour battery. We are going to hook the negative to the ground side of the lead here, and the positive to this part. And right away, something that I notice, the switch is flipped to the off position, but USB actually has power. And you probably didn't see it, but this actually sparked a little tiny bit when I hooked that up. So that means that there's current flowing. And immediately what I notice is we're not getting 5 volts here. We're getting 4.37 volts, which is not great. So to test this, I'm going to grab our handy dandy multimeter slash portable oscilloscope. Move that out of the way. And we're going to hook our negative lead and our positive lead into a USB port here. We're going to bypass this real quick. And we are getting 4.89 volts. Ooh. Okay, let's see if turning it on does anything. Does nothing. Okay, so that's a little concerning, but at least now we know that the voltage output on this thing sucks. So that's something that we learned. So now what I'm going to do is, I have here a resistor. This is a 5 ohm resistor, a 50 watt resistor, so meaning that this will present a 5 ohm load, which at 5 volts would give me 2 amps, which is normal output out of a USB. That is like normal fast charging high output. So we're going to hook this up and see what it does. So here's what I got going on. Okay, so this is getting a maximum of 1.65 amps. Let's clear this. So this is causing the voltage to drop down to 4.2 volts, 1.67 amps, a total of 7.14 watts. That is not a lot. That is going to result in very, very slow charging. And just for the sake of those who might be wondering. Alright, so what I'm trying to demonstrate here, so this is a regulated power supply. This will only output 5.2 volts, and it will only output 5 amps as a max. Doesn't matter what load I put on it, the maximum that it will put out is 5 amps. This will keep things from cooking or shorting or whatever. So this is a 5 ohm load based on Ohm's law at 5.2 volts. This should give me right around 2 amps. So let's kick it on. And sure enough, 2 amps, 10 watts. That is what this is going to do. So if you were to plug a phone into this, it would have a full 2 amps of current available. Well, this could pull up to 5 if the phone was capable of doing it, but this shows us that this load will create this resistor will create a 2 amp load on a 5.2 volt circuit. So hooking this up again, being that this has a voltage of 4.3, which it should be at least 5 and it's not, this creates, because the voltage is lower, the output is 1.6. So even if I turn it on, it doesn't change. Now let's check the voltage of the power source. Oops. Voltage of the power source is 12.5 volts. That is normal. So this is kind of disappointing. So it looks like the USB ports aren't going to be super functional. Let's try another battery. So I grabbed another battery. This battery is at 12.97 volts. Ooh, I don't know if you saw that spark. And no change in output. So that's really disappointing. For the few dollars that this costs, you know, it was right around 20 bucks. The fact that it charges my laptop, that's what I need it for. It's just disappointing that if you are buying this to use the USB output, I would be very, very hesitant. I wish I had a way to measure the PD power output, but maybe that's something I will add in the future. So there's the result of this test. This is, again, the ALLWEI 300 watt power inverter with a modified sine wave. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you like what I'm doing and like watching this content, please give me a like and subscribe, and hopefully we can I can keep doing this stuff and maybe test some more equipment. Thanks for watching.